welcome to another session of non professional bodybuilding with yours truly, Frank McCall. So, here we have what appears to be a leg workout. Now, if you notice what I'm doing with my hamstrings, no, I'm just kidding. Obviously, it's an arm workout. Um, when I got to the gym this day, the gym was pretty crowded on the inside. Um, so I started outside. And then it kind of started clearing out because it was getting a little bit later in the evening. But we started with some overhead tricep extensions. I like these. I really do. It kind of hurts my posterior being leaned up against that little thing in the back. But overall, looking at this, okay, I kind of wish that the cable was down. Maybe one more notch, I think would have been okay. But I mean, they felt okay. So I mean, I can't really complain. We just did a superset over here. Believe it or not, both of those handles were already connected to each side. Someone must have been there doing arms before me. I don't remember the exact amount of weight, and I can't really see it from here. Maybe 100 pounds, something like that, like 10 plates. Nothing super crazy. First working set. I like how my body is. I'm not. There's hardly any swing in this, and if there is, it's like a half of an inch, right? So that's good. I alternated these. I went wide grip, inner grip, wide grip during each set. I think we actually did a few of these because it felt really good. So we took these to failure. Believe it or not, after the very first set, I was like, I think I'm going to be hanging out here for a while because it felt really good. So we went back over. Um, I think I did lower it actually. Did I? I don't know. Maybe not. No, I don't think I did. No, for some reason I thought maybe I lowered it. I think the cable's just a little bit too high. I think it needs to be down one, maybe even two more notches, to be honest with you. The weight on this, I don't really remember. It was the majority of the stack, though. I do like these, and again, this one as well. I went with outer grip, uh, inner grip, outer grip. I kind of just went back and forth with it, but we took them to complete failure. I don't have any problem with the form. I mean, I was coming all the way back, full extension, and I'm trying to keep my elbows as close together this way instead of out like this, right? So then we went back over to uh, some easy curls. It looks like we went with the inner grip in this one. So, and I love it, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know, I had a gym coach in 10th grade. His name was Mr. Boyd, and we were in a weightlifting class one day, and he took a barbell and he was having some of the kids curl, and I was already like active in the gym at the time, and he had us lean our back up against a wall 100% and made us do the curls all the way down, all the way up, and you weren't allowed to pull any part of your back off the wall. And so I think that I may actually even do those at some point, but um, that's a real strict type of movement. So when there's no swinging, I like that because it's just all bicep doing the work. Now you get into bicep curls with the dumbbells. There, there's going to be a little bit of leaning like this, I mean, you can't get away from that, But so we went with the outer grip, another set of extensions. Something's bothering me about my form on these. I don't know. I think my elbows need to be up higher. Like I think they're down too low like this. I think they need to be up a little bit more like this. And I think I need to be leaned over just a little bit more. That's why I like looking at these when I do them. I can really critique myself, because before, like the past year when I've been putting videos up, I just put them all together. I don't really like watch too much of it. I just throw them up because it's kind of time consuming putting this stuff together. But lately, I've really been paying attention to my form and find myself getting better. I mean, what the hell, right? Another set. Yeah, look, the torso is like you could put a wine glass like on the top of my shoulder, and the wine wouldn't spill out of it, man. Like it's just, I think the form is really good. Now, some people prefer you to stand back further away when you're doing these. Um, I get more of an extension when I'm a little bit closer to it. So that's just my opinion on it. Looks like we went, yeah, we did 4 sets on these. This whole back and forth thing just felt absolutely amazing. I had to hang out here for a while. Um, yeah, my elbows need to be up higher. I'm gonna have to remember that for next time. But we still worked the hell out of the triceps, right? So I can't really complain. I mean, I've seen far worse form than this, but definitely some room for improvement for sure. We took it to failure, go right over. I don't know what I was doing there. Oh, I think I was coughing. Um, okay, so we go outer grip, wide grip. Looks like we went wide grip on these. I mean, look at that form. Oh my God, there's no swing. It's all bicep doing the movement. I mean, like you could remove every other muscle in my body and I'd still be able to perform this exercise. Like, I mean, hypothetically, like it is literally, with the exception of the shoulders, like holding everything in place, it's all bicep. And that's good. You know, a lot of people put their back into these exercises. They're worried about putting more weight on and doing this stuff. So, but here, this is where the gold is, man. I'm telling you. You put that tension on the muscle, and only the muscle that you're trying, the dedicated muscle that you're trying to hit, you are gonna be happy. Not bad. Yeah, a little most muscular. Oh wait, is that a most muscular? No, this is most muscular, right? Or is that the crab pose? I don't know. Whatever. Whatever. I switched ropes because that rope was a little bit. It was a little too long, and I wouldn't have been able to get a proper extension. So I went with the shorter rope, just so I could go all the way up and all the way down. But I was actually impressed. I was looking at my triceps in the mirror with these, and they actually was. You can tell the diet's working. I mean, we're starting to get the separation, back in here, and you can kind of see a little bit on this crappy computer camera, but yeah, I mean, you can see the triceps starting to really form out. I like that. That's good. It means the diet's really working. And I won't talk about the cheeseburger with bacon on it that I had yesterday as a cheat meal, but I think I think a cheat meal every week on a cut is perfectly acceptable within reason. But we'll talk about that later. So the first few reps here were just like down, just squeeze the hell out of the triceps and back up. And then I'm just like kind of hammering them out. And then what did I do? Oh, I got the Easy Burl. I'm sorry, Easy Bar preset. No, I have the dumbbells. I'm sorry, I got the dumbbells here. We got the 50s. Somebody was using the hundreds, so I couldn't curl the hundreds. So I had to settle with the 50s today. But you can see even when I do these, yes, there is a little bit of swing, but it's more like side to side, like coming this way, and that's okay. I think that's okay. But there's not, what I'm not doing is, swinging my back up to try to get the weight up because that does you're working your back when you do that. I mean, literally working your back. So, like, you might as well not even be doing curls when you're swinging that much. I think, an inch and a half of a little bit of a swing. I think that's okay. I mean, that's just natural. You're holding, I mean, 50 pounds is a lot to hold in each hand, right? I mean, for me, it is. For the average person, it definitely is. So, oh yeah, yeah. See, you're definitely starting to be. It's not shredded, but you're definitely starting to see the form back there. It's definitely starting to like the fat's getting sucked out from in between the separation of the muscles. It's slow. It's just a slow process on this cut, man. It's really slow, but that's okay. Slow and steady wins the race, right? Form's good, but then again, my back is up against the pad, so I actually like these, believe it or not, with the pad. Now this stack, I mean, I think there's only like maybe 5 or 6 plates on it. It's not much, but they're 20 pounds each, so they're not 10 pounds. So it doesn't look like a lot of weight, but it freaking is. We just went to complete failure. Yeah, even though like towards the end there, like I know that I'm not going to get that last rep, but I still go for it anyway and try to believe in my head that I can get it, because it's just putting extra stress on the tricep. So we went down with down to the 45s for this set, just because I think I only did 8 or 9 on the first set with the 50s, so I wanted to kind of keep it at least 8 reps each. But these, I mean, they felt good. Now, I always say this when I'm doing dumbbell curls. Technically, when you come up, you should twist your wrist, like kind of twist your pinky inward this way and really kind of curl. I can't do that because it'll start messing with my forearm and my bicep tendonitis. So I have to kind of I have to do these improper to be able to do them, right? So, but I'm still getting a great deal of benefit out of it. But technically, you should kind of squeeze in, like twist your pinky in a little bit to really squeeze and contract that bicep muscle. But arms are looking decent, man. They're I'm definitely happy. I mean, they definitely got a little bit of size to them. I mean, for me, I mean, shit, they're 18 inches. That's that's decent. I mean, I don't know what they are now, dieted down. They're probably a little bit small. They might be like 17 and a half, 17 and 3/4, because we did lose like 21 pounds. So we just did some alternating single-handed tricep extensions, just really coming down and squeezing the whole tricep on the way down and at the bottom, right? Yeah, not bad. Shoulders are dropped. Uh, Body is staying motionless for the most part. I mean, obviously a little bit of movement in there, but nothing. I think the form is damn near perfect. These these were actually pretty heavy. I think I did. I don't even remember if I dropped it or not. I don't know if I did a drop set on these, but we just went back and forth. I think this was like the 7th set of triceps, and it was. I mean, technically 7 sets, but if you count each side, that I did multiple times, I guess it could be 9 sets, but I just counted as one because just kind of going back and forth. And some of them are like 5 reps, right? So, like maybe in total, there might have been like 15 to 20 reps in total, something like that. I didn't count, but I consider it one set. Come on, come on. There we go. Did we keep going? I don't remember. Oh yeah, I kept going. Holy shit. This was this arm workout. I can say I took literally every set beyond failure, like to the point of partial failure. So I like that. Makes me sore the next day and the day after. So I can't complain. I cannot complain. And we had a wicked arm pump. I think we checked it at the end too. Yeah, not bad. I like the form. I mean, the form, like the body is just, I don't really see any issues here except towards the end. I mean, there's a little bit of not so great form because I can't get the weight down anymore. I'm just running out of, just completely getting depleted of energy. And of course, we ended with my favorite bicep exercise of all time, the preacher curl. And so we did 2 sets here. Both of them were drop sets. So I have 2 drop set pins in here. Maybe like 110, 80, and 50, something like that. It was definitely over 100. It might have been 12 plates. I'm not sure. I don't really remember. But the form's good. My body's not like all over the place. I'm not leaning forward and trying to yank it back with my body. It's just, this is 100% biceps doing the work here. You can't complain. I mean, took the failure, drop a pin, grab a couple more. Yeah. Yeah, and you can see like from the way the shadows are right here. I mean, you can definitely see even in the tattooed arm, my right arm, you're starting to see that indentation right here, like the separation of the bicep and the tricep. right in here. That's good. That's all diet. That's what's making that. Like you can almost kind of stick your pinky up the middle of the shirt there. It's like that little space. That's good. That's where the fat is getting sucked at. That wasn't there like a month ago. So it's definitely working. Set number 2, the final set. This is the lift right here. This is it. And I did drop it. I think I dropped it like a plate for each one. So it might have been like 170, 40, something like that. Pretty good. Nice squeeze at the top. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. And you can see the left arm. You can see where it's, a lot of the fat is really started going away right in here because you're starting to see like that indentation right here at the bottom front of the bicep. Not bad. Not bad. Hey, if it takes me 100 days of a cut to get as lean as I want to get, well, then it takes 100 days. If it takes 60, well, it takes 60. I'm not in a rush. I don't have a show coming up for that I have to hurry this for. So just doing it. Just doing it for fun because I love it. Not bad. Not bad. A lot of head movement, but other than that, I mean, we can complain here. Let's see. Do we check? Yeah. This is that cool lighting, but sometimes you got to really move it around. I drop the exposure a lot here, just so because it just looks cooler. Yeah. You can't see the bottoms of the triceps though. That's the only thing. I think the camera was a little too high up or low maybe, and it's just kind of got too much of a shadow at the bottom. So my arms actually look smaller here, but that's all right. Biceps look pretty good though. It is cool lighting. I just have to figure out, you know, the proper place to put the camera because it's not always directly under the light. Sometimes you need the light kind of on the side, so you got to play around with it. But that light's not always on every night. It's only on sometimes, and I look. There's no switch, so they must be turning it off and on from the inside somewhere, or maybe they forget to leave it to turn it off at the end of the night. I don't know, but overall, that was a good workout. Um, Super sore the next day, super sore the day after that. Everything I couldn't have asked for a better arm workout. And I mean, and honestly, it's pretty simple. I mean, the half of it was outside, just going back and forth on two different cables. That got like 80% of the pump right there, and then going inside and doing more cables. I haven't done. You know what I haven't done in a little while is the Easy Bar. Uh, what are they called? Skull crushers. It's been a few weeks, so I may do those next week, or the next arm workout. It's not quite a week away, but 6, 7 days away. I'm probably going to do them since I haven't done them in a while. I think for triceps lately, I've been doing a lot of cable work, which is fine. I mean, weight is weight, right? If you're putting stress on the muscle, I I don't think your muscle really. Well, I shouldn't say this 100%. A lot of people will probably argue with me on this, but I mean, if you really think about it, weight is weight, right? I don't think your muscle really knows the difference between a barbell and a freaking cable, right? If the tension is there and the weight is there and you're getting a pump and everything mimics a compound movement like barbell curl, how the hell does your arm like your biceps aren't going to sit back and be like, oh, we did barbell curls, so let's grow extra, right? I mean, think about it. I'm not discrediting dumbbell and barbell and free weight movements. They're excellent, and that's how things all began in gyms years ago. And I will always continue to do them, right? It's an integral part of lifting. But uh, I think, like, just in a hypothetical world, if you were only left with cables to do, like your arm to do everything, I think if you do everything properly, and you go heavy and you keep the tension on everything, you're probably going to grow just as much, right? I mean, maybe not with chest, because chest, I think you really need to put that load on that you wouldn't be able to get with cables. So I could be a little bit wrong here. I don't know. I'm kind of talking out my ass. So let's just say arms, just strictly arms, biceps and triceps. Excuse me. If I was only able to do cable movements for biceps and triceps in any variation that I wanted, right? As long as I could only use a cable, I guarantee I could still keep 18-inch arms. I fully, firmly believe that. But we don't live in that world. I don't even know how I got off on this subject, um, but I will always continue to do, you know, free weights, right? Because they're just, I mean, they're fun too, right? It's like that's what was, gyms when they like first started gaining popularity back in like like the Arnold era, Um, I mean, it was like 99% of it was freaking barbells and dumbbells. I mean, there was not many cables. The cables came a little bit later, I mean, yeah, there was cables when Arnold was there too, but um, people didn't use them the way they do them now, right? Now, there's a lot more cable machines than there were back then. At least I think there was. From the footage I've seen, and who knows, maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. Um, but what I'm not wrong about is most of those guys back then used free weights 90% of the time, right? So, but, overall, great workout. Diet's going good. We did have a cheat meal yesterday. We had, the wife and I went out for Labor Day. Um, and we had, I forget what she had. She had a gyro or a gyro, however you pronounce that, GY, the Greek thing, gyro. I think it's gyro. That looked really good. I almost wish I got that, but I think I got the lamb burger with bacon, and it was really good. It was really good. That was it. It was just the bacon and the burger and the bun. That was it. Um, Super good. Felt good. Throw a little bit of carbs in there, But then, after that's right back to the diet. It's just one cheat meal, and that cheat meal was within reason, right? So it's like, I follow this one guy. I don't remember his last name. I think his name is Armin. It's a real big guy, real nice, real super cool guy. I think he's on TikTok, and he was talking about he preps guys for shows, and he allows them usually every Saturday to have a cheat meal. And I remember him talking about this a long time ago, where he said, have a cheat meal, but do it within reason, right? So at least when you're like trying to cut, when you've got a goal, when you're trying to do something, right? You're trying to get the abs to pop, or you're prepping for a show. Yeah, give yourself a cheat meal every week. Cheat meal every week. But, you know, there's a difference between having a bacon burger and having a bacon burger with extra cheese, extra bacon, a big old basket of fries with like cheese whiz or what's that like that ranch sauce that you're just dipping it all in and eating. I mean that's kind of going a little overboard, right? I mean, in my eyes, I don't know if I would go that far, but you want to have a burger once a week or a couple slices of pizza, hey, no big deal. You do it 4 or 5 times a week, that's going to hinder your progress. I promise you. But once a week, I think it's good because it also kind of shakes up your metabolism a little bit and just kind of shifts things around a little bit. And your body's like, whoa, hold on, I'm not used to this. And then your body just sucks up all them carbs and all that fat and everything, just throws it into the muscle. And then you're right back down onto the diet, right? So I don't know. That's my spiel on cheat meals. Anyway, stay consistent, folks. And if you haven't been to the gym yet, you still got time. Get your ass to the gym, and don't make any excuses. What was that? There's a sign right where I was doing the biceps outside. There was this plate. There's like these license plates that are hanging. You probably see it in the video. What did the one say? It said, "Weak people complain, strong people train." So don't be a weak person. Make excuses. Don't complain. Train. There we go. Have a great night, everybody.